This section is about analytics. In the previous section, we learned about maps and geospatial visualizations in Tableau. There are times when it's useful to add additional points of reference to a chart to provide more context for the visualization. In this section, we'll learn about how Tableau makes it easy to add reference lines, trend boxes, box plots, and clusters from the Analytics tab in the sidebar. So, let's get started with the first video of this section, in adding a constant line. A constant line is simply a line we add to a graph that has a value that doesn't change. This value is typically hard-coded or set and is not determined by other values in the graph. For example, if we wanted to show the value of pi, 3.1415927, depending on the precision you want to show, we can use a constant line. In this video, we'll add our constant reference lines to visualize players who, relatively, are earning less in salary but getting more in endorsements. To get started, select the Section 6 workbook in Tableau. Use the worksheet called Constant Line and connect to the Top Athlete Salaries Global Sport Finances data source. Now let's begin creating our graph. First, click on the drop-down in the Marks card and change the mark to Circle. From Measures, drag Salary Winnings, dollars, to columns and Endorsements, dollars, to rows. Now, from Dimensions, drag Sport to Color and Athlete to Detail. Nice! We can see some changes happening here. On the sidebar, click on the Analytics tab to activate it. Under Summarize, drag Constant Line from the Analytics tab and drop it on the Sum, Salary/Winnings, dollars placeholder. Here, enter the value as 20. Now right-click on the constant line that was added and select Edit. With this, we'll see the Edit Reference Band or line window. Choose Line, Entire Table. Set the fill above colour to None, and the fill below to light grey colour as seen here. Now right-click on the constant line again and select Format. On the Format sidebar, under the Reference Line Label section, select Alignment, and set the vertical alignment to Top. Now, from the Analytics tab, drag the constant line again, this time placing it on the Sum Endorsements dollar placeholder. Once this is done, set the constant value to 40. Now right-click on the constant line and select Edit. Under Formatting, select the fill above colour to light grey and the fill below to None. Great, we can see the changes here. We'll now right-click on the constant line again and select Format. On the Format sidebar, under the Reference Line Label section, select Alignment. This time set the vertical alignment to bottom. Excellent. We've successfully added a constant line in our graph. Now let's take a look at how it works. A constant line is simply a reference line with a value that does not change. Reference lines are great at showing where values in a view are relative to that point of reference. In Tableau, adding a constant line simply requires dragging the constant line option from the Analytics pane into our view. If our view has groups, we'll be presented with the pane and cell options as a scope for reference line, in addition to table. To edit a constant line, we can right-click on the constant line and choose Edit. Alternatively, we can right-click on the axis the reference line refers to and choose Edit Reference Line. As shown on the screen, we can see the options as 20 and 40. So this is the output we got. Well done!